What's up everyone, welcome back for another EU Online fit video. This one's going to be going over a Vexor fit that is used, that I use for high sec rat sites and just kind of, stuff around in high sec. A lot of this is going to be like faction modules and stuff, just to kind of help it, be alpha friendly. And so we're going to get into the fit here. It's not super complicated. And you can also make changes to this. You can come down or up if you want, depending on your skills. If you're on alpha, then I don't think you have to run as much faction that I do on this fit. But the fit comes in at about 60 million in Jita, and for my skills, it comes out to about, after we have partners and everything on, it comes out to about 10,000 EHP, which is enough to do pretty much anything rat related in high sec, which is the purpose that I use it for. Let's start off with the high slots here. We're going to be using 200mm Railgun IIs, two of those, with and I'm using Caldari Navy Antimatter Charge M's, and then I'm using a core probe launcher 1 with 8 sister core scanner probes, and I get about 69 points of sensor strength with this. And then I'm running a drone link augmenter just to get my control range out a little further. For the rigs, I'm using a medium auxiliary Nano pump 2 and then a medium capacitor control circuit 1. Actually, I'm using 2 of those. And then for the medium slots, I'm using a 10 Monopropellant enduring Afterburner. This gets me about 500, almost 600 meters a second once it's running, just to help with positioning and everything like that. And then I'm using 2 Denny enduring omnidirectional tracking links, and I carry 2 optimal range and 2 tracking, just in case I want to like run one of both or double down on optimal or tracking. And then I'm also using a large compact PB acid cap battery. For the lows, I'm going to be using a true Sansha's kinetic armor hardener, and then a true Sansha's thermal armor hardener, just to kind of balance things out a little bit with the resistance. 2 drone damage amplifiers, and then I'm going to be running a medium armor repair 2. We're not going to be shield tanking this, so when you're running and your shield is at 0, that's expected, right? You're going to be running this to stay alive, which is just going to be pumping out your pumping up your armor. For our drones, I'm running integrated Hammerheads, and then integrated Ogres, and then Hobgoblin IIs. Reason for this is also just based on being alpha friendly as well. I'm not running any clones with this because, like I said, I try to keep this fit as alpha friendly as possible. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here to this forlorn hideaway and just kind of show you kind of the process here. So I warped 0, and so I'm just going to kind of like go in this direction. I'm going to throw hardeners on, and for the most part, the hobgoblins can kind of like take care of most things. I use my railguns whenever I'm just assisting drones, essentially. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab these frigates and kind of get targets on. And what I can do here too is, once I'm in range, I can start kind of like taking down ships as well, just to speed it up as much as we can. And what I'll do is I'll just be assigning the drones to the next target over when I'm throwing my railgun on. But they're pretty quick. Like once they actually get in range, they'll take down these frigates pretty quick. And you're running like the Hammerheads and the Ogres just to kind of like work on different types and different ship classes and things like that. So really that's all it is here. I'm gonna like set orbit on this little rock thing, and just so I can kind of sig tank a little bit. I'm with the railguns on that cruiser, and I'm gonna let the hobgoblins kind of take out all the frigates, and then they'll help me out with the cruiser if it's not dead yet. That's kind of like the process here in high sec, right? You're just going to these sites and you're just killing everything as fast as possible. Easy enough. Just giving you a little demo here. The core probe scan launcher is really just to like find more rat sites, right? So that you have to scan down. But most of the time I'm actually just kind of running the stuff that doesn't need to be scanned, and then when there's nothing left and there's like SIGs out, then I'll pop out the probe scan and look for whatever can be ran there. And so here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double up railguns and the drones on these cruisers, and then we're gonna do all the cruisers first, and then we'll get the destroyers down last. As you can see, we're down about 68% shield here, which is fine because we are armor tanked. If you aren't running this on an alpha, then you can obviously put like armor implants in and things like that to help you out. I'm gonna go throw railguns on these destroyers since we're kind of in optimal range for them. We might have a hard time hitting them. We got triggered on the next wave. So now we're into armor. We'll start running the armor hardener here. Forlorns have a little bit more mobs in them, so you know it's a little more involved. Most things in high sec are going to be pretty quick, but whenever you see a forlorn or something like that, like a forlorn hideaway, those are pretty good to go. So as you can see here, our armor repair is keeping up, and our shield's building out a little bit, you know, more again. That's all we're going to do. And so the trigger is for this one is going to be the cruisers. So once we take down this last cruiser, then we'll trigger the next wave. You don't have to run the prop mod either, but I'm doing it just for the sake of, you know, sig tanking a little bit, which it doesn't really require. It's not really required. And obviously you don't have to use hobgoblins for these cruisers. You can suck them in and use hammerheads. So we'll do that just to kind of show you the performance there. The hammerheads work a little bit better with the cruiser class. So we'll go ahead and drop out hammerheads and we'll put them on this. I'll put my railgun back on this one that's already damaged, just so you can kind of see their fighting potential. Yeah, see, they take that in the cruisers a lot better. You just kind of have to manage like what you're fighting. Like, so most sides are going to start off with frigates, so you know the hobgoblins are great, and then when you start shifting more into like destroyer, cruiser, battle cruiser, then that's when the hammerheads work a lot better, and then the ogres would be like for your battleships and stuff like that. So as you can see, we just finished. That is the site. Not too bad. The bounties in high sec are not that great, but you know you can also just loot, salvage, and all that. So you also carry like an MTU. So thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.